For mid to late season saddle hunting, I don't believe there's a better pant than the FirstLite Corrugate Foundry pant, which you see here. And what we're going to do is use this as a benchmark to sort of evaluate other pant options for saddle hunting or even Western hunting, quite honestly. I'll use these pants certainly for saddle hunting, but also in situations out west. So, one of the first things when you are a saddle hunter, or maybe you're wearing a big, heavy Western hunting pack, is your front pockets, if they are horizontal in nature, if they come across the pant horizontally, it's nearly impossible to get your hand in there, as when you're wearing a saddle, your bridge loops and your bridge are competing for that space. And so vertical pockets are much easier to get in and out of when you're hunting with a saddle on. And that's what jumps out right away with these pants is that vertical hip pocket. Because again, if you have stuff in there, you want to get it out or you want to be able to get in there. Also, you have 4 in total cargo pockets. These are 2 on each thigh. You have one that's non-zippered, one that is zippered. So for me, I might keep my keys and wallet in one and then throw my gloves in another, or snacks or what have you. On the side here, you have a full zip opening for heat dump, and there's no mesh. I don't really like mesh. I understand why some pants have it because it's to keep ticks out and brush. Totally get it, but I don't want to be restricted. When I'm hot, I want to dump that heat quickly, and these are big and allow me to do that. On the back here, you have 2 full zip butt pockets, and I think pretty much every pocket, for the most part, should be a full zip because there's always that risk of losing something important, and you don't want to deal with that. On the bottom here, we have integrated knee pad pockets. They're internal in nature. The knee pad itself that it comes with are very thick and dense, and these, in my opinion, have been sufficient for saddle hunting. I know there's a lot of other knee pads that you can add on top of your pants. And there's some great options out there, but I personally want the knee pad integrated. I don't want to carry some sort of extra knee pad strapped to my leg and have to deal with that. I'd much rather have it integrated, or removable, of course. If you don't like the pad that your pants come with, if it has pockets, you can put something else in there. You can upgrade to something. This is actually a dense foam that I've cut into shape, and that's actually something that I can use if I feel like I need to upgrade or change. I mean, it's incredibly thick, incredibly dense, and incredibly light. So this is, again, I think, the benchmark for hunting pants from a saddle hunting perspective, and certainly even out west if you choose to. I think it's much better than this is the Sitka Timberline pant. The Stika Timberline pant, you can see, has the vertical hip pockets, which is great. It also has integrated knee pads and a waterproof butt, um, but it doesn't have the heat dump zips that I really like. And so for that reason, it doesn't really hit the mark for me. It's also on the more expensive side. Something I also didn't mention with the FirstLite pants is they come with clips where you can put wear suspenders if you don't want to wear a belt, because obviously belts compete with the large packs or the saddle that we're wearing. So some of the other more the late season pants out there would be something that would come close, in my opinion. Something that's not close was the ScentLok saddle hunting pant that came out a few years ago. I mean, it might work for some folks, but I like to have the knee pad pockets so I can upgrade the knee pad. Some of the feedback on that pant was that the knee pads were too thin, and you couldn't upgrade because it was sewn into the pant. The Born Primitive Frontier Pant 2.0 at $160. It's 27.2 ounces, so it's on the higher end of weight, which is what I just shared with you, similar to what I just shared with you. It does have heat dumps on the side. They're mesh though. It does have a variety of pockets, most of which have zippers, and the front pockets are more diagonal in nature. So they're not vertical, but they are diagonal and may offer, may allow for easy access when you have a big pack on or when you're saddle hunting. Now let's move into some early season options. I'm looking for something that's early October, September, potentially, depending on what state I'm hunting, but something that isn't in the high 27 to 30 ounce weight. Something that's closer to, say, 15, 18 ounces. That's a little thinner and isn't going to bog me down so much. So this is the Kuiu Pro Pant. This has a somewhat diagonal. I mean, it's still problematic. Hip pocket. It has two full zip cargo pockets here on the thighs. It has, as you can see, the heat dump on the side, which is mesh. Again, not a fan of that. If you don't like it, you could always cut it out. The biggest, I mean, well, two back pockets that are full zip, love that. The biggest problem with these pants is that it has the integrated knee pads. These are not thick enough. Of course, they didn't design it for saddle hunting, but you're just not thick enough. They're too thin, and you can't upgrade the knee pad or remove it if you would like. So that's a little bit of a problem, and that's why, from an early season standpoint, this just wouldn't make the cut. So let's keep going. One of the pants I really wanted to take a look at was out of stock. Is from GoHunt. It's a lightweight hunting pant. It's $160. It's 17.1 ounces. It does have the heat dump zips, which are does not have mesh. It has a lot of variety of pockets. It has the two hip pockets, unfortunately, are horizontal in nature. And the back pocket, this is a real ding, I think, is that it's non-zip. I think it should have two butt pockets and both full zip, as we've seen with some of the other pants. And that's one of the things that I just unfortunately am disappointed with, but still looks like a really great option and maybe something that you want to check out. Now we're going to take a look here at the Eberlestock Camas Pro Pant. Now this is it's got a variety of pockets up here at the hip. They're both sort of horizontal or diagonal. You've got the heat dump zips on the side, which are non-vented. This opening though is a little bit smaller than I would like. I feel like it could go a little further. The back pockets are both full zip, and then it does have a knee pad pocket. Now, if you were to go with this option, you would want to upgrade. This knee pad here is this piece of foam, and it's very thin. As you can see, it doesn't have any structure. Now, that's no fault of Eberlestock. This wasn't designed for hunting, saddle hunting, and knee pressure from sitting in the saddle. So again, I would either upgrade or find another option out there. The pockets are large enough where you could fit almost any knee pad from someone else in there. But I think it's a really solid pant. It's very lightweight, and if it just had, honestly, if it just had cargo pockets up front here, full zip cargo pockets, I think it would be a perfect pant. But it's just not quite there. Another pant that I would encourage you to take a look at is the Canis Alpine Lite pant. This is $220. It's 15.4 ounces. This is made of Cordura, which is a type of rayon. It's water repellent and four-way stretch. And what's interesting though is the heat dumps are at the ankle, and there's no mesh. I kind of wish, I feel like the thighs is a better. It's obviously your thighs are putting out a ton of heat. I feel like that the zip at the thigh would be better, but it has four large zip cargo pockets up front. It has two zip back pockets. It has two hip zip pockets, and they are vertical in nature, or definitely not horizontal. And I think this may be the one. Maybe. I mean, it's on the expensive end, but it's a really great looking option. Unfortunately, don't have it here to look at hands on, but I would put that right up there, minus the price point. Now, let's pivot off of that price of $220. Let's say you want something that's you can't afford that, and I don't blame you. The Wrangler outdoor pant, I think, is an amazing value at $30. It's the Wrangler outdoor all-terrain cargo pant. Get them at Walmart. You can buy it online at walmart.com. I have no affiliation, of course. Now the pockets are, that horizontal. slightly diagonal pockets, which aren't great. They do have 2 front cargo pockets that are zip, which I use all the time. They do have 2 back pockets that are full zip. Use them all the time. No heat dump though. So if that's something that you really need or want, no heat dump. But I mean, these things are 13 ounces, very lightweight. What I've added, and this is easy to do, you can purchase a canvas iron-on patch, cut it to your needs for a knee pad, and then integrate some high-density foam. This is pool tube craft foam from Hobby Lobby, and now you have a very effective knee pad that's built in, and I've used it and I like it a lot. And I'll be honest with you, if for $40 in total, $30 for the pants and $10 for the craft stuff, it's a really strong value if you're looking for something this hunting season. So there'll be links in the description here for, these things. Hope you find this helpful. Best of luck this coming season.